you want to create the best lockdown build in one of the most restricted my player builders of all time, then you've come to the right place. Guys, I have been researching for the past few days on how to create the best lockdown build in the world, and I think that I've finally done it. Now, honestly, this build is meant mainly for the threes. I'm going to be playing a lot of stage with this build. I'm going to be dominating the stage, getting a ton of VC, even playing some wagers and tournaments this year with this build. This build will also be crazy in the Pro-Am and the Rec, and you could probably even run it on the twos. This build gets all the best possible badges and attributes for a lockdown, and I think you guys are going to love this build. 92% of my viewers are not subscribed, so if you're one of those people, make sure to click the red subscribe button. Sub up today. We just hit 700,000 subscribers last night, so I appreciate anyone that's ever subscribed to me. I really do think that I created the meta lockdown build, and without further ado, let's jump into the build. Okay, so now that we are in the My Player Builder, when you guys click A to create a build, it'll ask you if you want to make a rebirth build, only if you have the rebirth build quest done. If you guys have a build that's already a 90 overall, go on that build and check your quests. All you have to do is like talk to Ronnie in the city, and you can start out as a 90 overall. Now, you're not starting at a maxed out 90. You still have to spend the VC on it, but most builds start at an 80. Also, you see the other requirements. Those are a W, so you might as well make it a rebirth build. You have unlimited rebirth builds. First thing we get hit with is the NBA template or create your own NBA template. I mean, you could do this if you want, but we are starting from scratch, so we're definitely going to want to create our own. Handedness is personal preference. I always go with righty, so I'm going to do that. And then jersey number, you could put that on whatever you want. The first thing that you guys need to know is that position really changes nothing this year, like as far as the attributes and the badges go. What does change a bunch of the stuff with the attributes and the badges is the height, weight, and wingspan. This is a lockdown build, so if we're going to be playing Pro-Am, if we're going to be playing, you know, Rec or Stage, and you just want to automatically line up at the two, then go shooting guard, because obviously your point guard will have picked point guard. So I'm going to be going with shooting guard on this build. I think it's just going to line me up better when I'm playing Pro-Am, although you can change the matchups in game. That's all that position's really for. Now, the height of lockdowns is a big debate. There is no consensus meta lockdown height, but I think that I'm about to settle it today. I've seen some people go with this 6'5" lock, and the reason they go with 6'5" is for speed. They want to be fast. 6'6" is one of the worst possible lock heights out of the viable ones, because I think it's 6'5", 6'6", 6'7", or 6'8". 6'6" is probably the worst one. The reason that I like 6'7" or even 6'8" is because you need to be 6'7" this year to get anchor badges, which is a huge badge when you're talking about blocks. Also, strength is a very important attribute. You guys can see we got a 70 strength on the 6'5" at default weight and wingspan, but if we go 6'7", bang, plus 14, we get an 84 strength. I just think a 6'5" is a little too small for me. Also, I'm the type of guy that also wants to clamp up centers if I have to. 6'8" is a little too slow. I just want to go 6'7" so that I could get anchor and I get a little bit more speed than a 6'8". The default weight is 208, but we're going to go down to 198 on the weight. You guys can see our Excel goes to 82, which will give us Hall of Fame fast feet, which you guys are going to see. It's a great badge. That is a very underrated and necessary badge for locks. And then for our wingspan, of course, we're going to go max wingspan because we're a lockdown. We want to get the best contest. We want to play the best defense possible. We're going maxed out at a 7'4" wingspan. Okay, so now we have the most important part of the video. We have the attribute screen. And the first thing that I need to tell you guys about is perimeter defense and steal. Now, these are very expensive in the builder. If I go 99 perimeter D and 99 steal, obviously it's going to bring up a few other attributes. That's just like automatic. Like that's what happens in the builder this year. But look at the top of your screen, bro. We're already a 77 out of 99. These two attributes right here are some of, if not the most expensive attributes in the entire builder. Look, if I just drop my steal from 99 to 98, we go down to a 74. And if I drop it again, we go to a 73, 72. Going to a 99 steal is so expensive. And you guys can try and create a build like real fast. I'll make a build and show you what it would look like with a 99 perimeter D and a 99 steal. Okay, so I just created my 99 perimeter D, 99 steal build. And although I would probably end up tweaking it more if I actually wanted to do something like this is roughly what it would look like. You guys can see the finishing is absolutely crucified. We have our maxed out 3 because you guys know it's kind of difficult to shoot this year unless they, you know, update the shooting. You're going to want a maxed out 3 on a lockdown. Although if I did go with this, I would try going with like even lower on the 3. I think that could free up some attributes, but you guys can see on the top, we're still a 98 out of 99. It's not going to really do much. We don't have the highest interior D. Our rebounding is low. We don't have a high strength. We don't have a high vertical. While I don't think this is like god awful, I just think that lowering the steal, look at that. That's going to free up so much attributes. We're already at 97, lowered again. We're at 96. That frees up so much. Like just by doing that, now I could put my interior D up if you wanted to go, you know, let's say to like an 85. And then if you wanted to get some rebounding, you could put this all the way to max. And then let's say we take down our perimeter defense a little bit. We put up our driving dunk. We get this. Like, bro, the build build just looks so much better if you don't go 99 steal or perimeter D, or you could pick one, but you can really not have both this year, or else the build is really going to be lacking in some aspects. So the first thing that we're going to do on our build is we're going to go down to the defense and we're going to go to the steal. I put this all the way up to a 96 steal. That gives us interceptor. You guys see you get Hall of Fame at 95 and you get right stick ripper at 96. I know a lot of people don't go for steals with their right stick, but this is OP. It actually stacks on with glove. So glove is basically going for steals with your X button, or if you're on PlayStation, it's square. But if you rip with your right stick and go for steals with your right stick ripper and glove actually stack on top of each other and you get even more steals. And by the way, once again, glove Hall of Fame is at 99 steal. Look at the potential overall on the top of the build, 48 out of 99. But if I go to 99 steal, we go all the way up to a 57. It's just too expensive. We're going to keep this at a 96 steal. Trust me, you're going to be getting a lot of steals with 96. You don't need 99. Next up, we're going to upgrade our perimeter defense all the way up to a 97 perimeter defense. You guys can see some of the badges aren't, upgraded yet because we need to upgrade, say for 94 feet, we need to upgrade our stamina, or for clamps, we need to upgrade our strength. These badges are going to be crazy when we upgrade those things. Like, matter of fact, let's go do our strength now. Our strength is going to be a 75 now. If we go to a 71, that gives us a movable enforcer. But strength is very important this year, especially for builds like lockdowns. Defensive builds need strength, and so we're just gonna max this out. We're gonna put this up to a 75. This will also give us brick wall on bronze and bulldozer on bronze, although I think those are like not the most important badges for lockdowns, but strength is just gonna help us a lot on defense. So now you guys can see we have gold clamps and 94 feet. We gotta upgrade our stamina, so we're gonna go down to stamina. We're gonna max this out at a 99. Now the reason I'm maxing this out, obviously you get 94 feet on Hall of Fame, but stamina is one of those attributes that's very cheap in the builder, so you might as well just go 99, get that Hall of Fame 94 feet. This just kind of feels like a no-brainer. Next up, you guys can see fast speed is on gold, but to get it on Hall of Fame you need a 97 perimeter defense, which we have, and an 82 excel. So we're gonna go down and we're gonna max out our excel for Hall of Fame fast speed. This is another badge that's gonna be crucial for playing defense. And if you guys haven't realized by now, literally this build is so perfectly made, like the height, the weight, the wingspan, every single attribute gets just the right badges. We're not spending attributes where we don't have to. That's why I'm telling y'all, I think this is the perfect meta lock build this year. Next up, we're gonna go to our block and we're gonna completely max this out. This is another one. 87 block is needed for silver anchor, as you guys can see in the top right hand corner. That's why I love this 6'7" max wingspan build, because we perfectly align with getting silver anchor at a 72 interior defense, 92 block. Those 6'5" locks are not gonna have anchor because you need to be 6'7" to get this badge. Real quick, let's just go down to the physicals and let's max out our speed, because you guys know speed matters a lot on defense, and we're a lockdown. If you're making a lockdown build and you don't max out your speed, then I don't know what you're doing. And an 86 speed is very good. Some of the 6'5" locks that I saw that wanted to be small just for speed, they had a 90 speed, so we're only down 4. We're gonna be taller, we're gonna be able to cover more ground, guard taller players, and honestly I think the build just turns out better at 6'7". Next up, we're going to our 3-point shot and we're gonna max this out at a 79. If we bring it down to 73 real quick, you guys can see catch and shoot goes silver at a 74. If we go down to a badge like corner specialist, that goes silver at a 76, and then a badge like blinders goes silver at a 79. These are all crucial badges to catch and shooting in the corner, and that's where we're going to be spending most of our time as a lockdown. We're going to be keeping our mid-range shot at a 64, which is the default rating after you put your 3-point shot at a 79, because we're a lockdown. Like, we're going to be sitting in the corner, we're going to green our corner shots, but when are we really going to be shooting middies? You guys want to upgrade your mid-range more, you can, but personally I just think that's kind of a waste. Next up, let's go to pass accuracy, which I feel like is actually a pretty cheap attribute, so we're going to put this up. I've seen some locks go with 60, some go with 65 pass accuracy. We're going to go with 75 so that we can get certain pass styles. Pass styles are huge. They allow you to pass the ball a lot quicker, and at 75 you unlock a few of them, but we're actually not stopping there. You guys can see on the right, needle threader is at a 77 pass accuracy. I feel like this is just a cheap upgrade here, so we might as well grab it. Doesn't cost a lot. Trust me, I've tweaked everything. I've been trying to get 99 steal, I've been trying to get 99 perimeter D, been lowering the pass accuracy, lowering everything, you know what I'm saying? I've been tweaking the build. You might as well just grab 77 pass accuracy for bronze needle threader. Next up, let's do our finishing, and I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I don't go crazy on the finishing on lockdown builds, because when we talk about lockdown builds, we want to be insane on defense and obviously be able to shoot in the corner. There are very rare occasions when your guard gives the lock the ball and says go get a bucket, and if you're wide open, you're gonna make a dunk, you're gonna make a layup, pretty much regardless of what you have as your ratings. If the guard does need someone to get a bucket, bro, they're giving the ball to the center. We're gonna put our driving dunk up to a 73 though, because actually let's stop at a 71. That gives us bronze precision dunker, as you guys can see right here, but 73 gives us bronze posterizer after we put our vertical up. We will also get bronze area wizard, possibly silver, after we put our vertical up, so we're we're gonna have pretty much all of the finishing badges on, you know, bronze or silver. We're gonna keep our close shot at a 34. We're gonna keep our driving layup at a 53. Now our standing dunk though, this is an underrated one. If you guys put this up to a 45, that allows you to get certain standing dunk animations. All you need is a 45. Trust me on this. Obviously, if you put a high, you're gonna get crazier animations and more standing dunks, but the way that I create my build, I don't want to go too crazy on the finishing, and 45 is looking kind of glitchy for some of those animations, I'm telling you. Now you guys see on the top of the screen, we're at 95 out of 99. You guys probably think the build is basically done. Nah, we're about to go crazy. I found some crazy finesses to get a lot more attributes on this build. Let's go down to the vertical real quick because this is a 56 and we have all of these badges on the right literally grayed out. We don't have any of them right now because of our vertical being too low. Chase down artist is the most glaring one. I mean, we definitely want that badge, so we're gonna put our vertical up all the way to an 82 vertical. Now I went up to 82 because vertical is a very important attribute when it comes to just jumping, like going for chase downs or jumping for boards. Vertical is underrated, and as a lockdown, I want that. So we got an 82 vertical. Now we're a 97 out of 99, but I'm about to go crazy on the rest of the defense here. Interior defense, we're gonna put this up to an 85. We get bronze post lockdown, I believe, a 74, but we're gonna put this up to an 85. It does not unlock any badges, but we're gonna be better than so many locks in the interior. A lot of locks this year only go with like a 74 or a 72 interior defense, but I'm telling y'all, we're gonna be able to guard 1 through 5, and maybe post scores are the exception, although I think I could put up a fight. We're gonna go with an 85 interior defense, then we're gonna go down to our rebound. I was thinking about this. You guys can let me know what you think in the comments. When you're on defense, you're gonna be out on the 3-point line. You're gonna be guarding the guard, probably from limitless. There's gonna be 2 centers in the paint, like defensive rebound. I don't know if that's the rebound that you want to really upgrade. We are gonna put this up to a 60 though. As you guys can see, we get box out beast on bronze, and we also get a rebound chaser on bronze when we do this. But I'm gonna go ahead and put my offensive rebound all the way up to a 72 maxed out rebound, because think about it, when you're on offense, you're gonna be just standing in the corner. There's gonna be a little guard guarding you. You could low-key make something happen, especially with an 82 vertical. You might be getting some crazy rebounds out of the corner with this. Also, if you did want to upgrade the defensive rebound, like, it's just way more expensive than offensive. Like, let's put our offensive all the way down. Our defensive can go up to a 75. Like, it just doesn't really make sense. So we're gonna go 60 here, and then bang, we can max out the offensive. And to finish off the build, we're gonna put one attribute on our free throw, and this is the new perfect meta lock build in 2K24. Now, if y'all skip to this part in the video, sub up since I'm plugging y'all. Once again, I just want to say that I spent hours, even days, thinking about how I was gonna make this build, because it is very expensive, very difficult to get 99 steal, 99 perimeter defense. Is it worth it? Y'all could let me know, because you'd have to sacrifice a lot. Your rebounding would not be up, your interior D would be lower, you'd probably have a lower pass accuracy, and your finishing would be cruise. I think this is the best all-around lock build. Like, look at it. Even the finishing is not even that bad. Like, with a 73, we're gonna be able to get some dunks. And once again, your guard is not about to throw the ball to the lockdown and say go get a bucket and try to, you know, expect you to get a contact dunk or some crazy lay. That's why on offense, we really only have our 3-point upgraded, because we're just gonna be standing in the corner. Taking a look at the badge layout in the top right, you guys can see we get a ton of Hall of Fame badges. Interceptor is one of them. Then we have 94 feet Hall of Fame. We have ankle braces Hall of Fame, fast feet Hall of Fame, right stick gripper Hall of Fame, workhorse Hall of Fame, challenger Hall of Fame, and then down here we also get off ball pest on Hall of Fame. We also have a number of gold badges: chase an artist gold, pick dodger gold, clamps gold up here. Then we have glove gold, and we even have comeback kick it on gold. If we press A to continue, we can see our shades and what the build will be called. So we get shades of, that is going to be OG Anunoby, Tony Allen, Mikal Bridges, and we have built, wait for it, we have built a 3-and-D threat. I love that name. I've been seeing a lot of locks with the name like defensive menace, or even some taller ones with like defensive anchor. So I feel like this is a pretty unique name, although since I am dropping this build video, there aren't too many lockdown build videos on YouTube right now. I feel like this may become the meta build name that you're gonna see for lockdowns. If you guys make this build, make sure to come back to this video and leave a comment on how it's going, because there's always people wondering, should I make this build? So go to the comments, leave a comment. And if you guys are wondering if you should make this build, see if anyone left a comment talking about it. But yeah, I just plugged you guys. Road to 800K. Some of you guys haven't already, and click the video on your screen. If you enjoyed this one, you'll probably like this one even more.